Does your squat look like this? But you want it to look like this? In today's video, I'm going to break down step by step how you can get your squat from going from a quarter squat to a full deep squat. So as you can see in that video there at the start, at the beginning there, one of my clients, she was kind of quarter squatting, and you know, we'd worked together for a while before, and one of her things was she wanted to be able to squat properly, and she always felt limited. So what we had to do was we had to kind of investigate, okay, what's going on? What is stopping her from squatting fully, right, into a kind of a deep squat, a squat that will take you to parallel at least, right? And one of the things we found was that her ankle mobility wasn't optimal, right? So what does ankle mobility mean? Well, essentially means that your knee's ability to go past your toes, right? And we're going to go into it step by step today of how you can kind of improve your ankle mobility so you too can squat deeper, and you can eventually, you know, have not any limitations in your squat. So the two best ways to improve your ankle mobility requires you to do one, a soft tissue release, and then the other is to do kind of a mobility drill to you know, improve that ankle mobility, because sometimes if you don't do a soft tissue release, it's still tight within that calf area, right? So it's not going to allow your knee to kind of push forward when we do that mobility drill, right? So now we're going to go into a soft tissue release with a foam roller, and then we're going to go into a mobility drill with a kettlebell. Yeah, so what you want to do here is you want to find the tight spot in the soleus, so the lower part of the calf. And what you don't want to do is just kind of roll back and forth on it. That doesn't really do much. What you have to do is find the tight spot, place, you know, your other foot on top, just as you see in the video there, and then move that foot up and down. If it's really tight, it should hurt, right? It's going to hurt quite a bit, but what's going to happen is you're going to get better blood flow in the area. It's going to open up more. It's going to allow your knee to kind of move forward a little bit more. Right, so this is kind of the best way to foam roll a tight calf, and you'll see great benefits from doing so. So I like this mobility drill here, where you put the kettlebell kind of on your the quad there, so just before the knee, and you're essentially just pushing your knee forward, and you're holding it for about anywhere from about 3 to 5 seconds. You know, doing about 8 to 12 reps of this is usually optimal, but this slowly helps your knee kind of be able to push past your toe here, as you can see, and it drastically improves your ankle mobility over time. However, sometimes some people get a pinching sensation by their ankle area, by their talus bone. So there's a different method you would have to use to kind of make sure that pinching sensation goes away, and I'll kind of go over that on the next slide here, where we're going to kind of put a band around the talus bone, and you'll kind of do the same thing, but you just got a resistance band now around your kind of talus bone ankle there, so you can kind of push that knee forward without feeling any sensation there. And one thing I kind of want to mention about this particular mobility exercise here is kind of want to make sure you're into a lunge position, kind of how you can see as my client is here. She's in that lunge position, and she's really getting that knee to go forward. So that's really important. You kind of get into a lunge position, and you allow yourself to kind of push forward there. So a banded joint mobilization with a kettlebell is extremely helpful when you have a pinching sensation in that in the talus bone ankle area there. I tend to get that sometimes when I do it just with the kettlebell, and the band can help significantly with that. But the key with the band is you want to create enough tension there. You want to make sure you have enough tension. around that tailbone. So you know, you want to wrap it around something that's strong, right? So I have it wrapped around the step up box with a plate on top of there, and it's also against the mats there, so it won't really move. You can wrap it around a squat rack or anything that has a good resistance, and you want to wrap it around the tailbone, kind of hold it there for about 3 to 5 seconds, really just kind of getting that knee to go as far forward as it can without the heel lifting, right? And you'll see extremely great results with this as well. So you just want to make sure you get that knee as far forward as you can without the heel lifting, and you'll see a difference in your squat mobility as well. You'll feel a lot looser as you're kind of squatting down doing this drill, right? So yeah, definitely try this one out as well. So as you can see here in the before and after, just a drastic difference between the two depths. On the left side, you know, she's tight in the ankles, her calves are tight, and even if she wanted to, she couldn't really get any lower than that, right? And on the right side, big difference in mobility, right? Calves are looser, mobility is improved, right? She's able to push her knees past her toes. She's able to kind of get a lot deeper, right? And for her, this was a big thing for her. She wanted to improve her squat, and it was awesome to kind of see her be able to do that. And furthermore, she did have tight glutes as well, so we loosened those up, a little bit tight hips as well, that helped open up her squat. But her biggest thing was ankle mobility, right? And simply by just doing those exercises that I shared with you, you can drastically see improvement in your ankle mobility as well, and in your squat, right? And you'll see a great difference in your depth.